Okay, Baba Marcus, here is our layout of everything here. This is the EKG book. Inside of this has several PDF teaching materials that can be used for the class. We have electrodes that are going to be used for the cardiac monitor here. These are the calipers that students can use to learn how to measure the various EKG strips. These are the cords and adapters for the EKG monitor. This is just some dressing items, wraps, alcohol pads, small gauzes, larger 2x2s. These are called Tegaderms, which are clear dressings. We have a bunch of sterile gloves. I try to get small sizes because it's a lot of smaller hands that'll be using this to do the sterile fields. These are the sterile drapes, which if you're going to do suturing or any types of wound care, it's good that the children learn how to do sterile techniques. Some more sterile gloves. These are the suture removal kits. Here, there's a bunch of them here. And once they do the sutures, these are the kits to actually disengage the strings, untie them, cut them up, and remove them from the skin. Here we have a couple of scalpels. These are also extra tourniquets that could be used for blood draws and IVs. These are various sizes of sutures. We have curved and straight. The 2.0, you can see here these are curved, and I think I also have some straight ones here as well. Let me see. There may be a few here, I'm not sure. I just grab them as I go. But anyway, there's a whole bunch of sutures here, and you also have a box of them. So there should be plenty for the students to practice on, and then the kits to remove them. Moving along, we have, these are the IV kit dressings, which comes with the tourniquet inside, the Tegaderm, which is similar to this Tegaderm. So we have extras, alcohol pads. I also have you an extra box of alcohol pads. So even though you may not have any more of the kits, you have some spare items that you can use. These are for the IVs. The butterfly technique. These are 22 gauges, which are the smallest, one of the smallest sizes. Bigger veins can go with a 20 gauge needle. All of them are needles, but just the lumen of the needle is a little bit bigger than the others, depending on the size of the vein and the types of fluids you'll be administering. Here is a IV practice arm. These are blood draw kits with the butterfly method. Again, the green just represents a different size. This is a 21 gauge butterfly needle for phlebotomy. The blue is 23 gauge, just a smaller meter, the smaller vein. So there's a stack of those for the students to practice. As there are drawing the bloods, there are various blood vials that can be used for them to just practice the technique. In addition to the blood drawers, we have these are normal saline syringes that are often used to flush IV lines, which are those there. So there's some also that can be used. We have some various size syringes. We have 10 gauge. These are 10 mLs, 5 mLs, 3 mLs. That can be also used for blood drawers. These are IV tubings and some IV solutions. We have the ambues there. We have a total of 4. These are some of the posters. Understanding heart disease, which goes in depth. You can kind of see the EKG rhythm there. It's going to just talk about that. Another one on heart disease, different types of pathologies, the aging heart, hypertension. It goes into heart failure, mitral valve prolapse. other heart conditions that can occur. This is another one, just anatomy of the heart. We have a poster on understanding angina. Cardiovascular disease. Effects of hypertension on the heart, how it affects the brain, the kidneys. This is on the pulmonary system. Talks about gas exchange. Okay, moving over. This is a lot pretty good for the younger children. The Blueprint for Health, which also talks about the vessels. This is another poster on hypertension. Again, affecting the brain, the eyes, and the kidneys. What goes onto the heart. This one is on the various blood vessels and nerve pathways. It also gives you a diagram of doing injection sites and good anatomy of the veins for those who are doing IV draws. And lastly, another poster of heart conditions again. Okay, moving right along. Should have moved one. On this side here, we have stethoscopes. We have two that are dual. So if you guys are listening to heart sounds, breath sounds, bowel sounds, the instructor and the student can listen at the same time to make sure that they're hearing the same thing. We have several stethoscopes here that can be for the students to use, however you wish to distribute that. One box of masks. These are various disposable thermometers, digital. This is the electronic thermometer with the probe holder, and you got various probes, boxes of probes in here. I think 250. So there's plenty there for the students to practice. And I think that pretty much sums it up. So quite a few items there, from IVs to blood drawers, and dressings, EKGs, airway management, various posters of different heart pathologies, and other tools that can be used to assess a patient temperature-wise, heart sounds, etc. So hopefully this will be of use. I'm sure it will be. And if there's anything else that you are requiring, just let me know. I will take a little more in-depth inventory of the numbers of things, and we'll have that also ready for you before Sunday. All right, signing off.